Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Wrestling Rampage. I'm Joey.
I'm Pops.
That's right. Well, this is an odd combination. We usually don't. Me and you don't film by ourselves.
Well, this is. It's most usually that it's Tommy's most usually sitting here, and most usually I'm behind the camera. Today the roles is reversed. I'm sitting in front of it. Tommy's behind the camera.
Because me and Pops and Tommy didn't find anything. Did find anything, Tommy?
Fuck no.
But me and Pops found something at our local Goodwill outlet stores. Hashtag I feel Goodwill.
Yeah, there's
I like Goodwill.
Goodwill is it's like you like we've told them before. Thrift shops, Goodwill, places like that right there. To some people, they may be junk. But to other people, what is junk may be treasures to somebody else.
No doubt, and I think we found some treasures.
Oh, definitely.
Pops found a few things. I found a few things. That's why, and by the way, that's why you guys need to go to your pawn shops, your thrift stores, your flea markets, your Goodwills, Salvation Armies if you have one. We had one, and now it just vanished. But that's why you need to go to those places and look around, see what you guys can find, because you never know what you guys will find.
Yeah, it's like you don't know what's there, but you dig through stuff, and and it's like people says it's junk and everything like that right there. Well, maybe so. I mean, some things you probably don't want, but still, you go and you dig. There's gold in the bottom of that pile that you're digging in.
Well, Pops, you want to go first with
what you got? I sure will. Here we go.
Now, this is the one from, we went to all three.
That's it.
We went to all three Goodwills that we have around our town. We have one in Radcliffe, and we have two that's right here in E-Town. Pops found his at the Radcliffe one, which was odd that they actually had these games there.
Yeah, it is. It's really odd there.
And then we went to another Goodwill. They didn't have nothing, really. Or if they did have, like, PS2 games or whatever, they were, like, scratched. Scratched beyond belief. And I'm like, no, man. Yeah. And then we went to another Goodwill, and I found something. So, Pals, what'd you find at the Radcliffe Goodwill?
First of all, let me just say, that I love to play games. I really do. And I love to play games on different kind of systems. So, I told you that right there, to go to this right here. I found, real down deep, Medal of Honor Limited Edition. Now, I've got it on the PlayStation 2. I've got it on and I've also got it on the PlayStation 4. But this right here is for the PlayStation 3. Mm-hmm. And I like to go and play different systems, different games, different systems, And this right here looks like like it's really going to be a good one. It's clean.
No manual, but it's all right.
Yeah, no manual. I don't care nothing about the manual because it'll tell itself. But there it is. It's really pretty clean.
Oh man, that is pretty clean.
Yeah, it is. This is a rare. This is a good find. It's really good.
It says right here. It says limited edition has instant unlock for exclusive multiplayer weapon and get early access to high-powered shotguns and be the first to play Battlefield 3 because they actually have like a demo on here of Battlefield 3. And also this includes digitally remastered version of Medal of Honor Frontline.
Yes, indeed.
In HD. Now you have that for the PS2.
I do. I have that for the PS2. Yes, I do.
And like you said, it's in really great shape. It did not come with manual, but that's not a big issue. It's for the PS3, and he only paid $2.99 for it, so $3. Not a bad deal because this actually goes for around $9 on eBay, guys. So Pop saved $6 on this by getting it at Goodwill. Yes. So you never know what you're gonna find at your Goodwills, guys.
You never do. Now this next one right here,
you took a shot on.
I really did. I took a shot on. I like to race. I like to race cars, motorcycles, and stuff like that right there on the games, and
especially GTA.
Yeah, especially GTA. Now, you know, the stock car races on GTA is really fucking hot, and I love playing it. So I seen this, picked this right here up. This right here
is Gran Turismo 5.
Yes. So it's got, you know, it's clean.
Once again, no manual, but no big deal.
Yeah, they ain't really about the manuals.
Very clean.
Yes, it is. Picked this right here up, and I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, I like to race. And on the back of it, as you can see, it, maybe you can't see, but you know they got different kind of cars here. But what really caught my eye was the stock car race. And I like I said, I like you know GTA the stock car races.
Mm-hmm.
And I got really, that's where I really learned. I got really good on racing the
they do
the
have
cars.
some different cars on here. I mean,
Yes.
they got NASCAR cars,
Yes, they
got
do.
stock cars, drift cars.
Yes, they do.
They got rallies. They even got like go-karts.
Go karts, yes, they do.
So this is pretty cool, man.
Yes, it is.
You know, and there's the front, the inside of it, and the disc looks phenomenal. The person that sent these PS3 games in must have really took care of them, because they don't really have any scratches on them.
No, they don't.
They had a few other ones there too, but none of them were really like.
Yeah, they had a few of them, but none of them really did peak matches. But these right here too, they
also $2.99.
Yes, they really did peak matches. Both of these did.
And this goes on eBay for around $6. But Pops only paid $3, so he saved $3. Now, these are the only two things you picked up from Goodwill.
Yes, I did.
And since you picked them up at Goodwill, you only spent $6. And if you would have picked this up online, you would have spent, you actually saved $9. So that's a pretty good deal. So yeah, there's your two pickups that you got.
Yeah, you know, like we said before, you know, what's maybe junk to other people is treasures to some.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So you need to shop at your local
Yes, you
Goodwill. And I picked up some stuff at Goodwill as well. You know, he got the ones in which I was thinking about getting some of the other PS3 games they had, but then I decided against it. Just because some of them weren't just weren't what I was looking for. Which honestly, that's the reason why I like Goodwill, is you never know what you're going to find in there, because you never know what you're actually looking for. Because you go in there and you're like, I think I want that.
Exactly.
Instead of I need to do research and find a game that I want. I like going into some place and finding something. And that's the reason why I love going to places, especially
pawn shops,
thrift stores, Goodwills, because I never know what I want until I see it, and that's what I did.
And you know, you walk in there, you're really, you know, you're really just looking is what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, you come across something that's like, oh my God, I didn't know this was here. And you're like, oh my God, I got to get this.
No doubt, and that's what I did. He found that at the Radcliffe. We went to the other one here in town, which is actually closer to the house. They had nothing really there, except for scratch games, and of course you don't want scratched up fucking games. And then we went to the other one across town, and I found these. And these are for some epic finds, guys. And they're all PlayStation 1. First one up. And I know Charles likes this as well. It is for the PlayStation. It is Jet Moto. And it is the greatest hits version, but I don't give a shit. Some people actually frown upon the greatest hits versions. It's the same fucking game. It's just in a different case with the little green label. It doesn't really matter. It is complete, by the way. It comes in the case. Now, once again, you know, there is a crack in the case, but, you know, cases are cases. You could always replace a case. Let's go ahead and get this open. Wasn't open. There we go. It is in there. I did see a Jeopardy one, but the disc was missing. It has a few light scratches on it, but nothing too bad. I'm pretty sure it will play. There's the inside of it there. Jet Moto, I heard some good things about it. I did play one of the Jet Moto games back in the day. I'm not sure which one it was. I don't think it was the first one. I think I played like the second one, if I'm not mistaken. But next generation of motocross with 10 bone-crushing outdoor tracks, catch big air on land, sea, ice, and snow.
Yeah.
So some really good shit on here. They even got a 2-player mode. Some pretty badass shit, guys. And it was $2.99, $3. Jet Moto, the greatest hits version, goes on eBay complete, which it is. Goes for around $7. So I only got it for $3, so I can't complain. I saved $4 on this, so pretty good deal for Jet Moto. I've heard some good things about it. I've only played the second one, I believe, and I enjoyed it. So, finding these games are just epic.
Yeah.
Next one up is also for the PlayStation. It is a collection of Activision classic games for the Atari 2600. And it has 30 games off the original Atari. So that's pretty cool. It is complete. The case, surprisingly, is not cracked. Imagine that. So Jet Moto came out in, let's see if it has a date on here, 97. And this one came out in 98. So a year difference. And the disc has a few light scratches, but nothing too bad.
Nothing all that bad now.
Because, and this is the thing out of that PlayStation. PlayStation games can be really, really scratched, and they could still play. But if they're in really decent shape, you might want to pick them up. And it is complete, so that's pretty badass. And whoever got it at a used video game store for $12.99. I didn't pay that. I paid $2.99.
But what I like about that right there is because it takes you back to the Atari.
Oh yeah,
and
it says right here, relive video game history.
Yeah, exactly. And to me, you got to understand, that when Atari come out, it was a big system back in that day.
Oh yeah,
it was a big system. And then you got to understand, dude. To me,
people were really playing video games.
Yeah.
What was released before Atari? Pong.
Pong.
So big upgrade.
Big upgrade, yeah. And you got to understand, from that we got what we have now, and you
got to appreciate the classics.
You got to appreciate the classics now. This right here is great because I like the they want to keep it real like it were back in the day.
No doubt, and pretty good. It's still complete, so pretty badass. Has some games on here. Atlantis. Barnstorming, excuse me. Boxing, Crackpots, Dolphin, Fishing Derby. They got some weird titles on here. Grand Prix, Hero, Ice Hockey, Kaboom, Laser Blast, Pitfall. Some of these I have not played before. They got Tennis, Star Master, Stampede. But hey, it's worth a try, and for $3, it's definitely worth a try.
For $3, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. So. This actually goes on eBay complete for around $7 as well. So I saved $4 on this. Really good deal on it, in my opinion. And these are actually the two ones I really wanted to pick up, and then I found these two. Which this one is for the PS1 as well. It is Wipeout XL. Now, I don't know too much about this. I've heard some good things about it, but I'm not really sure about it. Anti-gravity racing. So I'm thinking it's kind of like Jet Moto, but it's a game world become an instant classic, fast forwarding, smoother graphics, more tracks, more crafts, 15 ships on the track at the same time, secret racing features for accomplished players, new range of explosive weapons. So that sounds actually pretty cool, man. And let's go ahead and open this up. It is complete. And the disc, actually, this is actually the worst shaped one out of all of them, but it's still not too bad. If it doesn't play, I can still take it to, one-up games and pay $1 and get it buffed out. It's not that much of an issue.
He's great, and he's great at buffing out games.
He has a great retro video game store there. I just don't go there very often, just because I don't really like paying too much for games.
Yeah.
This actually goes on eBay, which I was surprised of. This actually goes for like $20, guys, or around there. 18, 20. I've even seen it go up to about $30. What it was doing at a Goodwill, I'll never know. The next one is even more money. Imagine that.
You see, here's the thing. You see, now, I'm not.
Am I going to resell these? No.
I love my games, right? But I am not a collector. Now, I wouldn't say that I'm not a collector because I've got all the Call of Duties. That is a collecting thing for me. I love war games. I really have, always have. But I'm not depth into collecting. But Tommy and Joey is the biggest collectors, and you guys would not believe how many games that they really have.
They did have a lot of sports titles.
Yeah,
Goodwill too.
They had a lot of sports titles, but as you guys know, sports titles, A, I'm not the biggest sports fan, and B, sports titles can go for dirt cheap if you find them.
Yeah.
And then some of them were in worse shape. So
yeah, Joey is not a sport. I mean, he will play sports with us, but me and Tommy, it's sports with us, but me and Tommy are more like the football, basketball kind of a thing going on. But Joey will play basketball. He will play. He's just not the biggest fan. He's not depth into it like me and Tommy is.
Like I said, this goes for about $20 on eBay. Got it for $3, so a pretty damn good deal.
Now, before you pull this one, this one right here. Now, Joey took me to the side and told me what this right here, and I could not believe it. I doubt you people's gonna believe it either, but it's true.
And by the way, this came out in '96, so pretty much the start of PlayStation, and no cracks. Oh, I'll take that back. There's a crack right there.
But that right there does not matter.
No doubt. And the next one has a tiny crack on the front, but overall, I think it's in great shape. I'm not sure how you say the name of this, but because I don't play these games that much. But it is from Squaresoft. Bushdo Blade 2, I believe is what it's called. I'm not for sure exactly how it's pronounced, but guys, I found this at a fucking Goodwill, for crying out loud. It says the sequel to the most original and realistic fighting game. Bigger and better and more brutal than ever. No life bars, no time limits, no mercy. A single blow can still make a difference between life and death. They got 12 new warriors and a total of 20. New weapons, sub-weapons, stances, moves, 6 fighting styles, plus a first-person view option. Each player follows their own story path with unique encounters and endings. That sounds pretty badass.
Yes, it does.
Two-handing sword play, throwing weapons, mudslinging, and more. Unique body damage systems allow you incapable or kill with one place strike. Run, dodge, slash through a huge 3D settings. And some of the pictures on the back look epic. Once again, I don't really know this exactly until I looked it up, because of course when I buy stuff I look it up as well to see and these are only 4 games that interest me. Once again, there was a few more that a lot of them were sports titles, and then I found another one that was Jeopardy, but it wasn't the case. And then I opened this, and it is complete, guys. It comes with the disc, and by the way, this is the one that is in the best condition. Look at that, Pops.
Yes, it is. Surprisingly, this is the one's the best condition there is.
I see like one scratch on this disc, man. This disc is pretty much minty mac fresh.
The rest of it is just dusty.
It has some dust on it, but overall, man, this is pretty badass. Now, once again, this goes on eBay used for $25. Not only that, but it can go up to $40. There's some people that have it at $25, $30, and even up to $40 complete in very good condition. This is epic condition, guys. There's only one tiny scratch on it. It is complete. So badass.
Yeah, it's
And I got it for $3.
it's a collector's dream. Hey,
No
George,
doubt.
speaking of collecting, now I want to know something. You say you don't play these kind of games much.
Much. No.
Let me ask you this: would you be willing to separate yourself from that?
It depends.
It would depend.
It depends.
Y'all, both my sons, like I said, are collectors, and I ask them every time that they get something collected. So I said, would you consider separating yourself from that, in some kind of capacity?
And once again, I got all these 4 games for the PlayStation. If you would have bought this on eBay, guys, it would have cost you $47, almost $50 for these 4 PlayStation games. I only paid $12. So
Yeah, it goes to render, just like we couldn't say this enough. Thrift stores, pawn shops, any any place that is active, that you can go to. It's really great.
now I just ended up giving her 13 because it was like 72 in tax. But there's my receipt though, so I'm not sure if the camera picks it up that well. But anyway, there's the receipt for it. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good day for Goodwill.
It was a good day.
Tommy didn't really find much because, he's very particular about games.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I
mean, I am too. But if I find stuff for a good deal, I'm picking it up.
and they're both collectors. Me, in certain ways, I guess I consider myself a collector. But it has to be games that that I'm into.
Mm-hmm.
To grab on. Like I said, I got all the the Call of Duties and everything like that. I got all of those from the first to the last, and it's just a collector's thing on who don't know what kind of games you really like.
And if you guys enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, share it all over social media, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2, follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming right to you from one of the best damn wrestling YouTube channels. Go to Dave Wrestling Rampage. Pops, you want to take it away?
If you don't subscribe to Wrestling Rampage, you just lost out.